Chris Bennett here again, your blockchain beard guy, coming to you on a beautiful, snowy, frosty Colorado morning. Going to pick up my good friend Ken Mears, and we're going down to East Denver this weekend, the hackathon down in Denver, so excited about that. Stay tuned. Want to bring you guys lots of good news from the show there, but today I want to talk about something that's been in the news a little bit recently in the cryptocurrency space. Been some discussion about it here on LinkedIn as well, and that is something that's called cyberjacking or cryptojacking. The idea is that certain cryptocurrencies you can mine for using just your browser. They don't need specialized hardware like some other cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin or Ethereum. There's some that just run on regular hardware. And the story that made the news was that this code was being run on user devices without the users knowing. So some examples of that were folks are going into the Starbucks and signing on to the free Starbucks Wi-Fi. And as soon as they did, their browser started mining cryptocurrency, and whoever put the code there in the Starbucks location was profiting from it. And I'm going to be intentionally vague about some of the cryptocurrencies involved and some of the libraries, JavaScript libraries you can use to do this, because I don't want to encourage anyone to be a bad actor. But if you're genuinely curious, there's lots of information out there. You can find out pretty easily how they did this. Another way they did it was in YouTube ads. So folks were going on to YouTube. There was some JavaScript in the background, and their computers were mining a little bit. And certainly I don't want to condone that. Doing something with a user's computer without them knowing is never appropriate. But what really fascinates me about this technology are some of the legitimate use cases around it. When you do ask a user and you do get them to opt in. So take the Starbucks model, for example. Let's say you're going to Starbucks. You go to Starbucks every Tuesday and Thursday, and you spend your day working there. It's a nice way to get out of the office and get some work done and not have too many interruptions. So you take your laptop and your phone with you, and let's pretend you go into the Starbucks and you connect to their Wi-Fi, and a question pops up on your device, and it asks, would you like to allow Starbucks to mine for some cryptocurrency? And if you say yes, then perhaps some points are put on your Starbucks card. So that coffee, that latte that you're drinking is a little bit cheaper because you're sitting there doing your work anyway. Kind of some other interesting uses. Think about a website that could fund its own hosting costs just by user traffic. So you could set up a website, have users come to your website, agree to let you use their browsers to mine a little bit of crypto. That could pay for the hosting costs of the website. And if the website got big enough, you might even be able to pay a dividend back to the user. So think about something like Facebook. You spend all your time, or maybe here on LinkedIn, you might spend all your time scrolling through your feed and having a great time chatting back and forth with all your friends. Well, wouldn't it be great if at the end of the month, maybe you got a $30, a $50 check in the mailbox just for doing what you were doing anyway? So some real interesting use cases. The one I really kind of go back to is the Starbucks model, letting people bring devices into a location and then letting you use the devices and you giving them some kind of reward for that. And I think what makes this potentially exciting is most of the new cars sold today have some kind of driver assistance, driver automation, and this is all on the way to self-driving cars. So just right there, right in front of the Starbucks these days, there's a tremendous amount of computing power just sitting right in the parking lot. So maybe someday you pull into the Starbucks and you plug in your car, and while you're in there drinking your discount coffee, your car's doing a little bit of mining for you, making you some money, and helping offset the cost of driving around a little bit. So some interesting other use cases potentially, back to YouTube. YouTube could legitimately use this technology, ask users when they go to YouTube, you have a choice. Do you want it to be like it is today, where before every video plays you have to watch a short ad? Or would you like to let us mine a little bit of crypto and you can have an ad-free experience? The choice is yours. Some other interesting possibilities that jump to my mind. Maybe you have children that play Little League or youth sports, soccer, football, anything like that. Oftentimes these clubs are trying to raise money, school athletic programs or school extracurricular programs are always trying to raise money. Well, think about on that Little League game Sunday, if all the parents, they've all got their smartphone in their pocket anyway, if they all decided, hey, when we're at the ballpark watching our kids play, we're all going to agree to let our phones mine a little crypto, and all the proceeds that we generate is going to go to help the kids, to buy some equipment, help fund the team, the bus trips, things like that. So you can do fundraising activities just by doing things you're already doing, and make people feel good just for watching a baseball game. So some real interesting use cases around this. Again, nothing I condone if you don't ask a user. When you're actually cryptojacking or cyberjacking someone, it's definitely not cool. But some interesting new business models that may open up if you use this technology legitimately. So anyway, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, browser mining, and would you be willing to let your local coffee shop use your browser device, your smartphone, your laptop, if it gave you a little bit of a discount or built up some customer reward points? I'd love to hear your thoughts. But for this time, this is Chris Bennett, your blockchain beard guy. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you next time.